Hi guys, Shuki at CoolAutomation UK over here. So in this video we're going to look at the professional cloud platform. We're going to look at the control settings. So we will start with the app control on this video. So until now we looked at the remote control part, at the reports, dashboard, diagnostic tools, all the different diagnostic tools. Now we're going to start looking at the control settings. So the first one is the app control. So here on the app control page, we have for each unit, so it goes by customer, site, and unit. Now we can do all these settings, which we will talk about, and we can copy each one of those. So if we did all those settings and we are happy with those settings and we want to keep it in this way for other units as well, we don't have to go for each and every unit and set it up individually. We can then go over here on the right and copy either to the entire office, or in other words to the entire site, or unit by unit, which ones we want to have these settings on. So let's have a look at the different settings over here. So the first one is basically we're looking at available items and app control. So later we're going to look at wired remote controller restrictions and groups and setbacks and other parts of the cloud platform. But here we're going to look at the app control. So for example, allow on off. So you set in, well, whether do you want to allow the app users to perform an on off setting. So you can use it in a place where let's say you have an office and you want to dictate by timer the on off, but you want to let the office user do some specific settings and some be restricted on. So here you set all the different setups. So you have allow on off, that's for each fine call unit. Allow set point change, show unit and control unit list. So maybe you want to set some stuff in this unit, you just want to disable it, so it's not showing on the unit list at all, so they have no control over it. Allow mode settings. So here we can see, first of all, you can switch it completely off and then there's no mode settings, or you switch it on and then there are mode settings. Now which modes are available or not? So whatever is grayed over here means it's enabled. Cooling, heating, auto, dry mode, fan mode. Here we have two additional modes which are available only on specific controllers, which is HOOKS, which is auxiliary heating. That's a very useful control point for underfloor heating, for example. And HH, which is combined heating of the underfloor heating and the air conditioning heat. Again, if there are wiring centers combined with it. Then we have allow fan speed control. So whether to allow it or not, and if yes, which modes to allow. Then we have over here the allow swing control, so which swing control settings. Limit heating set point range, so that's very useful to save energy. All the settings are very save a lot of energy, but that's very useful where you limit it to the real important set points. For example, you say heating they can set anything from, let's say, 17 degrees, so you can allow even lower because here it's saving energy. But you limit it, you say at the top side they can go maximum 21 degrees or 22 degrees or whatever you want to set it for. But then you avoid the situation when people come into the office and they're cold right now, and for some reason people think that if they switch it on to higher temperature, then it means that it will heat the room faster. It will not. They will only waste energy that when the room will reach a temperature will continue heating up, and until they realize we just lost a lot of energy, if they realize at all. So the same in cooling mode, we can limit the range. The same in the auto mode. And the set point control resolution is whether it's 1 degree or by half degree. Not all aircon systems support it, but whether you want to set like 21, 22, 23, or you want to do 20, 20.5, 21, 21.5, etc. Another one is auto timer off button, whether that's available or not available. Now, a very useful part over here. So first of all, we're going to look at the auto timer off. Again, energy saving exercise, which we all know that there's many types of places like meeting rooms, like rooms where people come in for a short while and they don't really normally stay there all day. Or they stay for longer. You want to decide though for how long to allow the system to operate before they need to switch it on again if they really want it to be used again. And that saves a lot of energy. This is the auto timer off. So if you enable the auto timer off, you can set, for example, the 2 hours after the unit is going to be switched on. Every time it's switched on, 2 hours later, it will be switched off automatically, and then they need to manually switch it back on if they still need more time. It's useful in many different types of buildings and places where you can save a lot of energy by using this option. Now, the cherry on top of the cake is the schedules. So here, you can schedule all these operations. You can schedule them only to operate at specific times. So you can say it will only be on Sunday, and let's say on weekdays. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, only in working hours. And in other hours, you can decide either just to stick to the schedule settings, which means they won't be able to use anything else, or allow everything, or return to the previous setting, whatever was set beforehand. So that's a quite useful schedule to allow it only at specific times. Now, everything we looked over here applies to all normal standard fine cool and heating zones. If we have a heat recovery ventilation unit, we have over here a drop-down menu where we see control AC. We can choose control heat recovery ventilation. So for example, if someone has a Daikin VAM or Mitsubishi, any of them, either LGH or the GUF or Daikin VKM as well. Here, if you submit this one and you see now, it changed to be a heating zone, and that's where you have the ventilation mode, auto, bypass, heat exchange, normal, sleep. It's all very useful. Fan speeds, which are set different for normal fan speeds, and again, this has an auto timer off and schedules, and whether to show the unit in the control, and auto timer button if it's available and not available, and copy to other units if they are available. And this project is not available, and therefore we won't see any others. So this is the app control page of CoolAutomation Cloud Platform. Thank you for watching.